So it's about time we talk about the impeachment, of course, notice being served the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara as the political crisis in the state takes another turn. And we have Mela Oforibika, who is the former Commissioner of Justice and Attorney General of Rivers State, join us right now from Port Harcourt to dissect this. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the news.
Yes, thank you very much. A little correction. As Commissioner for Local Government Affairs.
Oh, apologies. Apologies. Noted, sir. So, did you actually expect the impeachment proceedings coming from the Rivers State Assembly to persist after we saw the President, Tinubu, mediate, and we also saw the June 2025 peace deal come into play between Fubara and Wike?
Well, definitely nobody in Rivers State expected things to go back to even worse than it was before the president intervened. Because, you know, it's like playing the same old game. It's not right. And it's quite unfair on us, the people of Rivers State. When you look at the intervention of Mr. President, and then further on the fact that there was a move to ensure that the things that were agreed upon were actually, put in motion. At that time, I believe, immediately after that June agreement, the governor went to present the budget, but nobody was there. And thereafter, we come to a situation where the 6 months went on the state of emergency, and we're just coming out of the state of emergency. The governor just presented a 1.8 trillion budget to his executive council, which is the first stage in the budget making process. And then it will now be forwarded to the assembly. Fortunately, the assembly had adjourned till the later part of January, only to come back suddenly on the 8th and then start impeachment proceedings. I mean, we're all taken aback, and I don't think the whole thing was done in good faith.
And now the State Assembly accused the governor of gross misconduct, misappropriation of funds, and expenditure, like spending of funds without legislative approval. Is there any truth in these allegations?
Well, I think we should go back. There is no truth in it. The Constitution talks of very grave misconduct. And if you look at the grave misconduct is based on facts. If you look at what has transpired, I mean, it beats the imagination that we'll come back to be talking of the budget and overspending and all the rest. The budget was passed by the National Assembly. And for 6 months, it was operated by the sole administrator. And there are still about 6 months left for this budget to run out its lifespan. So what is the over-expenditure, or what is the extra budgetary expenditure that has been made? None. It is still within the lifespan of what was appropriated for the state by the National Assembly, signed, of course, by the president. So what the governor has been running is been what was approved for the sole administrator. So how come within the period it has not run out its lifespan? And I'm thinking that we're just coming to the new year. And given the circumstances of budgetary management, even till March, you could have some leeway to do some expenditures while you prepare the budget. And let me remind you, there was no Commissioner of Finance, no Commissioner of Justice. And one of the constitutional requirements in running an administration is there must be a Commissioner of Justice. That's actually the only one that is mentioned in the Constitution. So we just got a Commissioner of Justice how many days ago? And, it's before those us that immediately the year started, We have not even, gotten our act together to say, oh, Happy New Year. And we are hit with such a thing as serious. And the Supreme Court has always said, if you are talking of the issue of removal of a governor or impeachment, removal actually used in the Constitution, it's a very solemn affair. It's not an affair that you just jump up and at every point in time it becomes your preferred stick of management, legislative management. It is wrong.
Okay, so
I'm not happy with what is happening in the state, and we call upon the assembly members to take their time to go back and, if possible, withdraw this impeachment notice and try to ensure that there is some rapprochement.
All right, so now that we see that this power tussle continues to generate heat in the state, do you actually foresee the feud continuing indefinitely now that we even see that the state assembly members, according to what we understand, are in APC, even with the governor also having defected from the PDP to APC, the ruling party? Or do you think that maybe his responses so far will halt proceedings? Maybe there could be some sort of a recourse for compromises on both sides?
I believe that that would be the most responsible thing to do because the state is halting. And let's note that we're also heading towards another round of elections within a very short, less than a year. And the state cannot go on in this light. The APC, which now seems to have the governor and the majority of the members of the assembly, is in the best position now to move in swiftly, nip this movement in the bud, and ensure that the issues are tackled robustly once and for all. The party should be able to do that. The PDP failed in the other dispensation. And so all eyes are on the APC in the state. This state is just coming in to become an APC state. For more than 20-something years in this nascent democracy, we have had PDP running affairs. Now this is the first time the governor and a majority of the members of the assembly are going to be APC or are APC. And so, knowing that APC is a party of progressives, and we have seen their manner of handling things in most of the states where they are ruling, we believe that they will not waste any time again to ensure that they step in robustly and call things to order and ensure that this matter is sorted out.
Okay, so
it would be nice to go into the next round of elections with all these impeachment things and all the rest hanging. It's not fair on us.
Okay, so let's wrap up this way. Now, the FCT minister, that is Wike, has repeatedly accused the governor of listening to so-called Rivers elders and that he's been misled. How true is that? And number two, in resolving this matter, who do you think the president should be addressing? Should it be Wike reining his influence in, or talking to the governor to see how this can be resolved?
Well, the issue is that the FCT minister, who definitely has a very large role he's been playing in flaming all the embers here, going from local government to local government under the watch of the governor, and then making a lot of disparaging remarks, a lot of inflammatory remarks, and even up to the point of saying that there is no APC, no PDP, it is only renewed hope, which is not a political party, it's a slogan that is used to advance the interests of a political party. So I believe that he should be called to order. He's been flaming the embers of disunity in the state for too long. And also, I mean, we are not just coming into the state. It's like somebody showing us the sun and telling us that it's an American invention. It is there. God has put it there from time immemorial. And that is the way everybody in this state knows that the person who is the hand behind the orchestration of this impeachment is the FCT minister. And I say it without more. I was the commissioner for local government when he was chairman for Obiakpo local government. I am rightly an elder in Rivers State. I've held office nearly 20-something years ago. And so we are not people that are finicky in this state. The only thing is we are very guarded, we are very responsible, and we are careful to ensure that things are handled in such a way that the state moves forward. We need development. Lagos is developing in leaps and bounds. We are not going anywhere. We seem to be strong from 2023 now till date. We are drawn back. We move 10 steps. We are drawn by 50 steps. So the president has a big role as the leader of the APC, which is now the governing party in the state. He has a big role to play. The national party chairman and the working committee have a very big role to play. They have to prove themselves with this one now. This is the kind of issue that has lasted too long.
Too long.
If it is resolved by the party speedily, it will be a plus towards their electioneering issues.
And it also be a plus to the Riverians who are actually hoping for quality governance in the state. Mela Oforibika, thank you so much for sharing your expert knowledge with us on the news.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.